from Little Learners South Norfolk. Happy 1st of December, the countdown to Christmas is finally started. So today we are going to be making some reindeer holders made out of plastic bottles. So in here we're going to put some reindeer food so that on Christmas Eve you can sprinkle all the reindeer food in your garden ready for Santa. So the first thing that you need to do is get your plastic bottle. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to cut the top of the plastic bottle off just so it's a bit easier to get your reindeer food in. So I'm just going to take the lid off of the bottle and just cut the top of the bottle off. So this is just a little bit fiddly. There you go. I'm so excited for Christmas. Everybody else excited for Christmas? Love Christmas. Right, so as you can see, I have just cut the top of the bottle off. And then you're just left with that. So the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to wrap some plain paper. Hi Kate. I'm going to wrap some plain paper just around the bottle. I'm doing this because when I tried it yesterday, I found that the paint didn't stick very well onto the bottle. So I found it much easier to paint the paper that's on the bottle. And also the good thing about doing that is if you don't want to make reindeers, if you want to make something like snowmen or a Santa Claus using the plain paper, you've got lots of different options. So what I'm going to do is literally just wrap the plain paper around the bottle just so we have that sort of thing. And I'm just going to use a tiny little bit of sellotape just to stick that down. So this is what we've got there. And then what I'm going to do is just get some brown paint and then paint it all the way around. Now this is the fun bit, the messy bit. So you don't have to do your reindeers brown, you can do them any colour you like. You can make your reindeer have crazy spots. When I was looking at things to do, I also found some really cool snowmen that you can do using some cotton wool and things. So there is lots of options and all you need is a plastic bottle. So like I said, just paint all the way around the bottle. It's going to take some time, I think. I give my daughter her first advent calendar today. I had her this year, so first advent calendar, she absolutely loved it. Don't we all love chocolate though? Like I said, you can paint on the bottle as well. It's just the paint that I've got it just wiped straight off. So I'm using paper, but if you want to just paint straight onto the bottle, you can. That is completely up to you. You can use things as well like cardboard tubes, but just make sure you're putting obviously a bottom on the cardboard tubes if you're using them, because we are going to be popping the reindeer food in there and we don't want our reindeer's food to fall out before Christmas Eve. So I'm nearly done, just covering the whole thing in the brown paint. There we go, I'm on the last bit now. I love doing Christmas crafts. It's always fun to do Christmas crafts. There's so many different things you can use to do some Christmassy decorations, and you don't usually need to buy a lot of things. You can just use the things that you have in your home, which is good as well. Right, there we go. So I have completely covered my bottle in some brown paint, as you can see. Well, you can't really see that it's brown. But yeah, so that is just covered in some brown paint. What we're going to do is we're just going to leave that over to the side just to dry a little bit. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make our reindeer food. So for your reindeer food, all you need is some dried oats and some glitter. You can use any coloured glitter of your choice. I'm going to use green because I think green is a very Christmassy colour. So I've literally just got some normal, spilling porridge oats everywhere, some normal dried porridge oats, and I'm just going to tip them into my bowl. There we go. Now you don't need many, but remember Santa does have lots of reindeers, so make sure you do enough to feed them all. So then I'm going to get some green glitter, and I'm just going to, if I can open it. There we go. Then I'm just going to tip a load of this glitter in there. And then all you've got to do is get a wooden spoon and just mix it all up. So just give it a good mix. I think mine needs some more glitter, so add some more glitter. There we go. If the reindeer food's nice and glittery, then Santa will be able to see it and he'll know where to go. So there we go. So mine's got lots of green glitter in now. So like I said, it is just green glitter and dried porridge oats. That's all it is. So now that is all done. And hopefully, now that we've done that, some of our paint has dried a little bit. It's still a little bit wet. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some sellotape, or if you want to use glue, you can do that. And we're going to stick on the eyes and the nose and the antlers for the reindeer. So I'm just getting some sellotape. I've just folded it so that the sellotape's double-sided. Just makes things easier to stick on a little bit. There we go. So I've just stuck some sellotape on there, and then I'm using little brown buttons for my reindeer's eyes. You can use pom-poms, or you can buy the googly eyes, which are always fun, but I'm just going to use buttons for now. So I'm just sticking them on to the plastic bottle. You can put them wherever you want. Just get a little bit for the other eye. Find my sellotape. I remembered to keep the end off the sellotape so that it was easier to find when I was doing this today, because I usually spend ages trying to find the end of the sellotape. So again, I'm just folding it so it's double-sided and just sticking it next to the other eye. There, so our reindeer's got two nice big brown eyes. And then we stick it on. There we go. So here is our wrong way. Here is our reindeer's eyes. One of them's a little bit wonky, so we'll just sort that out. Get a bit more sellotape. I think really you need to wait for your paint to dry a little bit more, because I'm getting absolutely covered in paint, but never mind. All washes off, doesn't it? There we go. So that's a bit better there. So I'm just going to stick the other eye on again. So we've got two eyes. There we go, that's better. So now we have two reindeer eyes. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is I've got a big red button for Rudolph's big red nose. So again, I'm just going to get a little bit of sellotape and just stick that on underneath. There we go. You can use glue if you want. It depends what you're using really. I think the glue doesn't really stick very well if you're using heavier things like the buttons. But if you're using anything like pom-poms or anything, glue should be fine. There we go. We have Rudolph's red nose and his very wonky eyes. So the next thing we're going to do is make Rudolph's antlers. So I have got some red pipe cleaners, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a pencil or a pen or whatever you've got, and I'm just going to wrap it around the pencil to make it all twirly so that the Rudolph's got some crazy antlers. So when I wrap it round, I'm leaving a little bit down the sides, so that's going to be the bit that we stick to the bottle. So like I said, just wrap it round all the way up the pencil. There we go, and then just pull it off, and we just have a very twirly antler. So again, I'm just going to get some sellotape out. Oh, I've lost the end. When I can find the end to the sellotape. Ah, there we go. So I'm just getting some sellotape, and I'm going to stick the antlers on the bottle. Now you can use whatever you want for the antlers, lollipop sticks, and you can paint them, or you could use something like twigs from the garden. That will sort of give you an idea. You can then go and find your antlers. So the first one is stuck on. I'm just going to stick the next one on. So again, I'm just getting pipe cleaner and wrapping it all the way around the pencil. Just like so. Again, pull it off. Get some more sellotape. And then we're going to stick the other antler in, like so. Good thing about using the pipe cleaners though is you can bend them and mould them into any shape you want. So if your antler's not quite sitting right, like I've got two very crazy antlers going on there, you can adjust them and bend them to the right way. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pop our reindeer food into the bottle. Now it is a bit easier. So with the top that we cut off the bottle, we're going to use that as a little funnel. So if you just pop the top of the bottle in like so it's upside down, and then we're going to get our bowl of reindeer food and we're just going to tip it in there, and then hopefully we won't get glittery oats everywhere, but we might do. I mean, I've already spilt some, so there we go. So I've just used the funnel to tip all my oats in there, as you can, I might be able to hear. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop the lid back on the bottom of the bottle, if I can get it on there. And then I'm just going to press that in so that our oats don't get wet and that they'll keep until Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas Eve, what you'll do is you'll just take the top of the bottle off, and then you can just go outside and sprinkle it all over your garden or on your doorstep or whatever you've got. Just sprinkle it out everywhere, and then Santa will know where to leave your lovely presents. So this is the finished product with some very wonky eyes, antlers, and now a broken nose. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a lovely Christmas, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!